Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So, the past 9 months, I have been using the same planner, and it has been driving me nuts because of the florals, or in this case, pumpkins, that it puts on the monthly spread and how it has the colored dots and words spread throughout the pages and also on the weekly. So, I did remember that I had bought another planner so that I could rip out the guts of it and make my own notebook. And I still had these parts left. And so I decided that I would pull them out and try them for the month. They do have black lines down the middle, but otherwise it is a very neutral spread. So I thought I would go ahead and try this for the month. So, in addition to using new planner pages, I am challenging myself to use some flowers that I don't necessarily like. And I'm doing this because I think the darker florals are more fallish. However, they just seem really dark to me. So I'm going to give them a shot and see if I like them. If I hate them, I can always switch back to the other planner pages that I have and redo a spread. It is not that big of a deal because if I don't challenge myself to use them, I don't think I would ever use them at all. So I am going to challenge myself to use the darker florals in there. And when I first looked at them, I thought they actually might be misprint, but the more I look at them, the more I think they're actually supposed to be that dark. So I am challenging myself to use those. And then, of course, I always have extra box stickers off to my side. I'm just going to grab some wax paper and then start pulling a few stickers to see what I can make work. My favorite sticker of the sticker book is the circular one with the florals on the top and bottom, or on the sides, depending on how you turn them. But for my case, I'm planning on using it in the sidebar. I will cover up that notes and I will probably write in goals or something along those lines. And then in addition to the sidebar, I also like to put stickers where there are no dates. And for this month, there are no dates. Almost the whole first week of October, there is only a date on Saturday. So I will probably fill those with flowers or quotes or something along those lines. And then I did pull this flower and I really like it, but it's very bright compared to the other stickers on the page. And I do have a problem mixing clear stickers and paper stickers. So you'll see that I tend to group paper stickers together and clear stickers together, and especially florals. I have the hardest time trying to mix and match clear and paper stickers of florals in one grouping. So I will stick to the clear florals. However, I will not end up using that sticker because it is so much brighter than the others. I also pulled the sticker that it must fit in a classic size box because I couldn't get it to fit well anywhere. I could have cut it, but the way I would have cut it, it would have been awkward. So I ended up not using that as well. I do continue to futz around with both of the stickers for quite some time. I really liked them and I wanted to make them work, but I could not figure out how exactly to do that. And after messing around with those stickers for far too long, I did decide to take my own advice, and whenever I get stuck, I like to just go work on a different part of the page. So I did decide to go ahead and start working on my sidebar, and I laid down that circle sticker. And then I also like to put down box stickers for the goals that I like to track. So I do like to track some health goals, as well as my YouTube numbers and my Instagram numbers. So I am going to pull some of these boxes. And normally I avoid using boxes that have anything in them, but I am really trying to challenge myself on this spread to use things that I would not normally use and not just go for the scrapbook paper or the bright florals or, the things that I am just naturally drawn to. I really do want to use my supplies as best as I can. And I will admit that I like how this page turns out. So why I don't just go for it more often, I'm not sure. So I am going to use all boxes that have these florals in them when, like I said, normally I would not use them at all. And instead of buying more sticker books that have florals or colors that I gravitate to, I really do want to use my supplies as best I can. The drawer that I had allocated for all my supplies is now full, and I need to really focus on using what I have and not running out to buy more. I have also decided that buying the mega sticker books may not be the best choice for me if I'm not willing to use half of the stickers in it. It would be better for me to buy the stickers by the sticker sheet if I am going to actually use them. So I just need to think more when I shop and make sure what I'm buying is something that I will actually use. And once I got those stickers down, I decided that I didn't like that little gap at the bottom, and I did want to put a few florals down there. It took me a second to get it down right so that it covered up the areas that I wanted it to and didn't cover up the stickers that I already had down. So I went ahead and laid that down, and then I trimmed off the edge. And now that I'm happy with my sidebar, I can start working on the top again. I do grab some of those dark clear stickers and start with those. As you can see, they are really dark. Like, I thought maybe once I pulled them up and put them on paper that they wouldn't be so dark, but they're really dark. So I am going to use it. I just am shocked at how dark they are. Now, the next question you may be wondering is, Connie, why did you put that on the wax paper to show us and then take it off the wax paper before you knew where it was going to go? Well, that's an excellent question, one that I don't know the answer to. I don't love using wax paper. I still have a hard time visualizing what it looks like through the wax paper. So sometimes wax paper and I don't get along. But I do like to use it when I'm having issues with my stickers being too sticky and sticking to the paper. I knew that I wanted to trim off the edge of that flower, so I just went ahead and tucked the wax paper underneath where I knew I was going to trim off, and then went ahead and used my Cricut control knife and my metal ruler to cut through. Now, I had a hard time cutting through the sticker, and if you watch next week's video, you'll notice that I did cut all the way through the paper. It is a challenge that we have sometimes when we're cutting through stickers, right? It's not just me. But yeah, I did end up cutting through the paper. Then I took the rest of the sticker and put it on the other side of the page. I did still want more floral than that, and again I pull out the brighter florals and really want to use them, but they just don't balance. I don't know what it was, it just did not work for me. So I am going to go back to the sticker book and grab another one of the darker florals so that I can fill in more of the space up there. And I'm just going to cut it in half so that I can put some on each side. And then after I find my scissors again, I am going to use that wax paper trick again, where I lay the wax paper underneath the part that I don't want to stick to the page, and then I trim the sticker. I cannot believe that it is almost October. I'm a little sad because I have been loving watching my son play high school soccer, and it's almost over. I think we go through about the 15th of October for high school soccer games, And then he will switch over to his club team, which it is a new club team for him. So hopefully that all goes well. And soon my daughter will be starting volleyball games. So that will be interesting. She's never played volleyball before. But I feel like we're just getting settled in from school starting and we're already starting to change things up. I do try to bring these bright florals back in again, and I can't get them to fit and to work great. So even though I do move them around and try to figure out a way to make them work, I do end up just putting them off to the side. And since I'm not sure what else I want to do up at the top, I am going to go ahead and put in my boxes for the month. I did have this one pulled for the sidebar that I didn't end up using, so I went ahead and laid it down on the 10th. We don't have school 2 days this month, which is odd, but we don't have school on the 10th. We don't have school on the 21st, and then I will be out of town 3 days as well. And my son has a doctor's appointment on the 20th and a dentist appointment on the 21st. So I will go ahead and grab boxes for those as well. It is nice to be able to look at my month at a glance. I am debating on whether or not I should call the doctor and see if we can't get my son's doctor's appointment moved to Friday now that I know that he is off. I had scheduled his doctor's appointment before they had announced what the professional development days were for the year, but now that I know them, I might be able to get it moved since it's just a quick appointment. And once I laid those 3 boxes down, I realized that I could have done a better job at making them look more like a cluster. And then for my trip, I grabbed some washi tape so that I could just mark the 3 days that I will be out of town. And that's the 17th, 18th, and 19th. And then I will just put another box sticker over the washi tape so that I can note where I'm going and remind myself that I will have to prepare meals and things like that before I leave. I usually leave them with stuffed shells or lasagna or pasta bake or something like that for one night. They are usually running at least one of the nights, so they just either grab food or they do like a quick chicken nuggets or something like that from the freezer. And I am at a loss for what to cook now. So if you have ideas on that, leave it in the comments down below. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump back up to the top section. I just feel like it's a little bare still. And I decided that I would go ahead and put a couple word stickers. This first one says, "Be happy." And I decided to put it on the left-hand side because I wasn't sure if I would be able to get any of the other word stickers to fit in that section. So I did go ahead and white out the area behind the word. And I did give it a few seconds to dry before I laid it down. But the other one that I choose is "Be love and light." And it fit better over on the right hand side. There was just a little bit more white space on the right hand side, so I knew a slightly bigger sticker would be able to fit over there. And again, I just laid it down so that it wasn't touching either of the florals, and I went ahead and whited out the line behind that text as well. And the jelly roll does work better if you give it a chance to dry before you lay the sticker down over top of it. Sometimes I'm impatient and just lay it down right away. This time I did step away and let it dry for a second before I came back and laid it down. Then I'm just going to clean up my space a little bit and give it one last look. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it. I hope everyone has a productive October, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!